Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Oh Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. And Sri Krishna is telling us about the Vibhuti Yoga, the divine manifestations of the Lord. And he is telling how this creation has come into existence, and the creation is all these different creatures. They have with them all those different types of qualities that Sri Krishna also enumerated, the different types of qualities of ahimsa, samata, tushti. That was in the 5th shloka, and before that the buddhi and jnana, sammoha, kshama, satyam, all these creatures endowed with these qualities. Now, how they have come into existence in this creation, that also Sri Krishna told us in the previous shloka that we read, the 6th shloka. Sri Krishna said, Maharshayaḥ sapta purve chatvaro manavasthata madbhava manasa jata yesham loka imam prajaha. All this creation that you see, it has come out of the great ancient Saptarshis who have come from me. Madbhava, who came out of my mind. Manasa. And through these Saptarshis, all these creatures, they came into existence, and all these creatures later, having come into existence from those 7 great rishis, great ancient rishis, their lives are being moderated, administered by the code of conduct which is laid down by those 4 ancient Manus. Manus are the first of the beings, first of the human beings who laid down the code of conduct at different time frames, at different time scales in this span of eternity. At every age, at every time scale, a new Manu comes into existence, and again comes into existence from the mind of the Lord, comes into existence with the Madbhava, with possessed of the the powers of the Lord, possessed of the attributes of the Lord. These 7 ancient rishis who have come up, and then the 4 ancient Manus who came up. 7 rishis brought out all the creatures endowed with these different 20 qualities, and the Manus gave them code of conduct, thereby monitoring their way of life, monitoring their the administering the social fabric, the way of living, the code of conduct. All these things were given by the Manus. So this is what Sri Krishna told us. This is how the entire cosmic creation has come out from me. I first created 7 rishis, the great saptarshis of like Bhrigu, Marichi, Atri, Pulaha, Pulastya, Kratu and Angiras. These 7 saptarshis. From them comes all this creation. And this creation has to be moderated. Otherwise, there has to be a shepherd who is guiding this flock of sheep, isn't it? These shepherds are the 4 Manus who have given them the codes of conducts, and they are the ultimate administrators of all these creatures, how they should behave, how they should live, how they should work. They have given the standard operating procedures, SOPs, and this entire creation is abiding those SOPs, abiding those codes of conduct, is moving forward towards liberation. That is the ultimate goal. This entire creation is moving towards that. But then we get trapped in the illusion, that quality, that freedom from illusion. Sri Krishna mentioned asammoha. That is freedom from delusion and getting caught in the illusion. Only those who are free from illusions, they can get liberated. Otherwise, we are all coming in this cycle of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death, and again continuing this journey towards the ultimate goal of liberation. Now, Sri Krishna in the 7th Shloka that we are going to read now, he tells us about this divine manifestations, the creations which have come into existence, the creatures which have come into existence with the yogic power of the Lord. Now Sri Krishna is telling us something about it. Etāṁ vibhūtiṁ yogaṁ cha mama yo vetti tattvataḥ so vikampena yogena yujyate nātra sanśhayaḥ. This Sri Krishna is telling us for sure, with guarantee, with no doubts at all. Na atra sanśhayaḥ. What Sri Krishna is telling, he is so forcefully telling that there is no room for any doubts. Sri Krishna says what he is going to tell. Etāṁ vibhūtiṁ yogaṁ cha. Etāṁ, all these creatures, the Loka Praja and all that Sri Krishna spoke about, how they have come into existence from Maharshayaha Sapta Purve, the ancient 7 sages, and the 4 Manus who are governing administrators of all these creatures. So Sri Krishna says all these creatures, vibhūtiṁ yogaṁ cha mama. All these creatures which have come, these are all the divine manifestations, manifold manifestations. Just imagine all the variety of creatures, each creature possessing those 20 qualities, attributes quoted by Sri Krishna. What kind of we just, it is mind-boggling if we make a permutation combination of each creature, individual creature with those 20 attributes. How many creatures into 20 attributes? How much of that complexity is there? The multitudinal diversity. Each creature possessing those different types of attributes. What a chaos it will be. So Sri Krishna says, this vibhuti, this manifold manifestation of my yogic power, yogam cha mama, yo vetti tattvataḥ, he who knows this in reality, he who knows this, all the different manifold manifestations, the multitudinal manifestations as a result of my yogic power, he who knows this for sure, he who knows this in reality, who he certainly knows this. So, saha vikampena yogena yujyate. Saha, that person who knows this for sure, that yes, all these multitudinal manifestations that we see around, they have all come from the Lord's yogic power. One who knows this for sure. one who knows this to be the reality, saha, that person, vikampena yogena, vikampena is unshakable. Unshakable yoga. Vikampena yogena yujyate, he gets established. That person gets established in unshakable yoga, in unshakable state of mind. Nātra sanśhayaḥ, and Sri Krishna says there is no doubt about it. 100%, that person who knows this reality, that all these different manifestations have come into existence through my yogic power, he firmly gets established. He gets established in the yoga absolutely like a rock, unshakable rock, vikampena, and there is no doubt about it. He who knows in truth this glory and power of mine is endowed with unfaltering yoga. Of this there is no doubt. So now Sri Krishna says that yes, all these different things you see, they are nothing but my manifestations, vibhuti. These are all my manifestations, multitudinal. X number of creatures into 20 attributes, into 20 qualities. So much of permutations, combinations can happen in this creation. And this is all, it has come out of me. It is my yogic power, this thing is happening. One who knows this, one who knows this to be the reality, he gets firmly established in yoga, and there is no doubt about it, Krishna says. This is so with such firm words, Sri Krishna is assuring us. Electricity manifests itself in various forms in instruments suited to those forms. Now, electricity is one power, right? Like Lord's yogic power. It is one power. But when that power gets distributed to different instruments, the manifestation could be in different forms. When that electrical power reaches a fan, we get when the fan starts running, we get that cool breeze. When that electric power gets into, say, a mixie, a grinder, then it exhibits different kind of attribute, different kind of power, but the basic power remains same. Likewise, God's power, the basic yogic power is the same, which has multitudinal manifestations. The electricity in laptop, the electricity in bulbs, where we get light. The electricity in fan, we get cool wind. Electricity in air conditioners, we get cool breeze. So all the electricity in television, we start getting so many entertaining programs. Now, electricity is same, manifestations are different. In whatever form this energy expresses itself, the power behind them is the same. The same power comes to our meter junction box. That power remains same. But as it gets diverted in through different wiring circuits, some goes to geysers, some goes to bulbs, some goes to fans, some goes to other equipments, household equipments, the manifestation, utilization of the power may be different, but it is the same power which gets connected to our house through that main electrical panel board. This is a specimen of the primordial power of the Lord, evolving itself into the glorious varieties. I mean, it is these variations in Lord's play, it is mind-boggling. How many manifestations? Human beings, animals, plant kingdom, this creature, that creature, and with every being with its own attitudinal problems. All those 20 attributes that Sri Krishna enumerated. Such mind-boggling variation Lord has created from his yogic power. And Sri Krishna says, one who knows this for sure, that it is because of my power you see all these multitudinal variations. That person is definitely sure shot. He is going to get firmly established in the yoga. Vikampena yogena yujyate. The discerning man knows that whatever he senses is the power and glory of Ishvara. So whenever we look around in this entire creation around us, whenever we realize this is all the manifestation of that one divine Lord, exhibiting in different ways, fine. From fan we get cold air, from air conditioner we get cool breeze, chilled breeze for that matter. From refrigerator we get such nice, we can store the things for a longer period at that minus 10 degrees centigrade and all that. So all different manifestations of the same electrical power. And when we look around in this creation, we see all these different things, and there is only one thing which remains united with all these multitudinal variations, and that is the yogic power of the Lord. The power of the Lord creates all these different permutations, combinations. He cannot therefore be any more separate from Ishvara, because the moment we realize this, we cannot remain separate from Ishvara. I am seeing this person, Ishvara is there. I am seeing that person, Ishvara is there, the Lord there, that person, whether I love that person or I hate that person, then I get this real. Earlier when I was ignorant, I might be hating that person. But when I get realization, when I see Lord's power manifesting in that person whom I was hating at one point of time, I start seeing Lord in that person. He cannot therefore be any more separate from Ishvara than he can be separate from this earth, from this creation. He cannot be separate. His yoga with God is thereby made unfaltering. And then that yoga becomes a vikampena. It is so strong. It is unshakable. When I start seeing Lord in my enemy, he is enemy no more. When I start seeing Lord in the person whom I used to hate, he is no more a person filled with hatred in my mind. No. He is the Lord. He is the primordial power of the Lord. And once I start getting this realization, there is a staunch establishment. I get firmly established in this oneness of the Lord's creation. So this is Sri Krishna's teaching in this 7th shloka, and Sri Ramakrishna says a very simple teaching. A lamp cannot burn without oil. Even so, man cannot be bereft of God. You take any lamp, it has to have some oil. It only simply putting wick and lighting the wick is not going to help keeping the lamp burning, isn't it? What makes the lamp burning? Sri Ramakrishna says, it is the oil that makes the lamp burning. Likewise, it is the God in every being. It is the God in every creature of this creation that is keeping this creation alive. That is keeping this creation moving forward towards its ultimate goal of getting liberation. So that was Sri Krishna's teaching, and a short teaching of Sri Ramakrishna on this 7th shlok of the Vibhuti Yoga, the 10th adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Swamiji.